What's up, everyone? Jacob Rothenberg here, bringing to you a presentation by yours truly, also hosted by my program, the Elite Keyword Mastermind, which I'll get to at the end of this. But what we're going to talk about is a question presented by Melissa Nicholas within my mastermind group, asking, I would like to know how to determine the niches that will allow you to build a brand, become an authority figure, and sell additional products to increase earning potential. So, what I'm going to do here is give you a general overview on building a brand on Amazon as a self-published author. So, rather than just doing the whole run and gun method where you're chasing after keyword of what's trending, what you see as profitable, just going from like a keyword about cryptocurrency to a keyword about computer programming to a keyword about a video game. Instead, just putting some more focus and building a brand around a particular subject or a particular keyword that you want to publish multiple entries for. So, without further ado, what are some of the advantages of building a brand on Amazon for self-publishing? Like I just mentioned, it will give you the opportunity to have customers purchase multiple products from you. And that's primarily the number one advantage. So, meaning to say, if you were to have a catalog of books on different topics, like as I had just mentioned, one book on cryptocurrency, another book on toys, and then another book on a Super Nintendo game, what is the likelihood that your customers are going to buy each of those books from you? It's darn near impossible, especially if you're publishing under different pen names, as there's no way to track what books you really have published on Amazon. Whereas, if you have one pen name featuring a catalog of multiple similar books, and given that there's a viable reason to have multiple books purchased, you're giving that customer an opportunity to purchase multiple products from you and really increase their value to you. Likewise, when you have multiple titles established for a niche, for a subject, for a keyword, that's really giving you more credibility, as you're not just another publisher trying to hone in on a fad or on the popularity of a keyword by putting your one entry. You're really putting more dedication and more effort into having authority over an niche by having multiple angles covered for a problem, or having just multiple entries showing that, hey, here's someone who has a comprehensive solution to what I'm looking to solve in the format of multiple books, multiple ebooks, multiple audiobooks. So likewise with that, as a publisher for you, building a brand gives you some direction on what to publish for next. So instead of like doing constant keyword research on going from subject A to subject B to subject C, if you're following a sequential line of thought with what you want to publish for your brand, you kind of have a better idea what to publish for next. So, like, let's say, again, broadly speaking, if you're doing the beginner's guide on Python programming, guess what you're probably going to do next? You're going to do the intermediate guide. After that, what comes after intermediate? You got to do the advanced guide. So, and likewise, you can then jump off to another programming language you want to publish for. So, it becomes a little bit easier with what ideas you want to come up with to publish for next. Needless to say, that does not necessarily guarantee that the next subject or next related keyword you publish for is a profitable one. So I'll get to challenges with building a brand in a bit. Last, having multiple books, multiple products available to a customer essentially helps you build rapport, helps you build a relationship with that customer. And what does that enable you to do? better than usually better than having one book out for a customer is with that extra report, you have more ability to do back end selling. Meaning to say, your book is simply the front end of a funnel where they purchase the book. They can then look at an offer you have or like join an email list for an incentive you have. And then on the back end, you get to promote a product in which is going to be bought by that customer and you get an affiliate commission for, thus maximizing your earnings, which is great stuff. Now, the challenges of building a brand on Amazon. With the notion that you're going to publish 3 or more books on Amazon for a subject, for a keyword, you're looking to make a substantial cost investment. Now, that's all relatively speaking as to what substantial is. For most people, I assume if you're not, substantially cash flow positive, you're looking at upwards of over $1,000 for publishing a brand for, which is, a considerable amount of money for a lot of people. Now, if you're someone who has a cost of living of $3,000 a month and you're making $10,000 a month, this is a drop in the bucket, really. And that's very easy to pull off. But if you are tight on money, you are facing somewhat of a financial hurdle with being able to come up with the cash flow for a brand of books up front. Next, with that, there is no guarantee of success with launching multiple books at once. Meaning to say, yes, you have this great idea for a brand you want to publish for, but who's to say that just by publishing 5 books for that topic, that any of them are going to be profitable? And from firsthand experience, this is a mistake I made with a 4-series book I have as a brand out there on Amazon, where it did not make its return on investment for over 6 months. Fortunately, I was able to make a substantial profit from the 4th book, the last in the entry, but the mistake I made was assuming I would have success with that keyword and not really testing the waters with one book first. Instead, I ordered 4 books all at once to be created. I paid over $2,000 up front, and I did not see my return on investment for a long time. And honestly, I'm even lucky to say that I've made my return on investment. So, again, if you are tight on money, you face the challenge of not only coming up with the money, but getting that money back once you have it out there. So, yeah, you want to make sure that the keyword you're looking at is profitable, and I advise you to publish 1 book first to test the waters, and then if it's profitable, you have more leverage, therefore, to go ahead with publishing subsequent books. Last, this is a matter of opinion, but I find that if you are building a brand of books on Amazon, you're pigeonholed, meaning you're so hyper focused on building a certain brand of books, you might be missing other opportunities to publish for other niches and keywords, which is not a horrible thing. I mean, it's great that you are focusing on your brand, especially if you have personal emotional attachment to it. It's your baby, and hats off to you if it's successful. And if it is successful, it's not a bad thing that you're missing opportunities, but still, you are possibly missing out on other keywords to publish for that could be making more profit for you. So, in my personal philosophy, I would say don't commit to a brand until you see success with 1 book. And if the success of that book is substantial enough to where it justifies the production of a 2nd book or a 3rd book, by all means, go for it and focus on that. Now, if you had a lukewarm reception to your 1st book, you may want to hold off publishing a 2nd book for that keyword or for that topic. You may want to try out the waters with a different subject, a different keyword, or you can also take the calculated risk of publishing a second book for that keyword. But be advised, like I said, there is no guarantee of success with publishing multiple books at once. So I don't want to get too repetitive with this, but if you are not seeing great reception with the first book of your planned brand, don't get too tilted by it and think that publishing 5 more books is going to solve the problem. Especially if you're strapped for cash. I have a more conservative style for people who are limited on cash flow. You want to try to make the most bang for your buck while you're starting out and get a book out there that's going to make an ROI and give you cash flow to work with. Now, when you do have cash flow to work with, you can do whatever you want. Like, you can publish a book that has no no expected success and you'll be fine. Or likewise, if you have a book that did okay for the first entry, go ahead and publish the second one and see what happens. But if you are strapped for cash, you want to play a cautionary game as strategy. Now, particular to what you, Melissa, had asked, is how to identify opportunities to build a brand. So, how can you spot opportunities to build a brand of books, a brand of products around? Well, kind of obvious, but it needs to be spelled out. You need to have multiple topics, multiple angles, multiple pitches you can use to publish for. So, this goes right into my second bullet point. I'm just going to read it off. You want the possibility that a customer will make repeat purchases for a topic. So, like what I just gave you within the example of Python programming a few minutes ago. Okay, you can have the 300-page guide for beginners, and because it's a 300-page guide, that justifies having one book solely for the beginner level. So, therefore, there is a necessity to have a second book created for the intermediate level. And I think you can take it from there. Now, let's say you have a brand of books around travel guides, okay? Obviously, unless you are focused on just making one travel guide that you think will be profitable, you will want to publish multiple travel guides based on different countries, maybe even different cities of a country that you want to publish for. So you want to find multiple topics that you can surround your brand upon. Granted, make sure it's profitable before you jump right in. Also, with that, and this ties into my first 2 points around having multiple topics to publish for, is you want to be able to sign up customers for your email list. So this brand needs to have some kind of angle where there will be a high adoption rate for email signups. There has to be some sort of reason in your brand why customers will want to sign up for your email list. So let's say you are, to give a different example, let's say you are in the weight loss niche and you have your brand of books. Number 1 is getting leaner. Number 2 is getting stronger while getting leaner. And number 3 is like, I don't know, getting bigger while getting leaner, okay? So just to give you a very, very, very generic example. Now, what would tie in well for getting your customer to sign up for your email? Now, I wouldn't suggest just having an email incentive that says, hey, sign up so you can read the rest of my books. Like, it's got to be compelling. It's got to have a hook. You need to give the customer a damn good reason why they should sign up for an email list. So, I mean, this is open-ended, but as an example, you can say, hey, sign up for my email list and I'll give you my exclusive 40-page ebook on how to shred fat fast in 14 days. Free, just by signing up. Sign up now. Like, that's a pretty good reason to sign up for an email list, right? If you bought a book on weight loss, hey, you're giving a free 50-page guide. Or, hey, um, if you don't have the necessary means to have a 50-page PDF incentive, come up with other ideas. Like, sign up for my email list for my weight loss guide, and I'll give you my 7-day diet transformation. Okay, like that's something you can even ostensibly write up yourself, or if you're responsible, find someone qualified and hire them to come up with a 7-day guide that you can share to your customers. So you want to have something where you have a reason, you have an incentive that will get a lot of customers to sign up for, and it's got to be within a niche that's going to be compelling enough to have customers want to sign up for it. And that comes particular with weight loss. I don't see it really working too well for something like computer gramming, although I'm sure there's probably some angles where it can work moderately well. But that's something you want to think about, and that's really something you have to be responsible for discovering, as that's your side of what you need to work on. And last, and of course this goes right with the email list, is you want to have back-end affiliate offers to promote. So, once you have your customer hooked, you have them signed up, you've given them the incentive to sign up, like that free 50-page guide. Now, here's where you get that value back from your customer to where you've given the value. Now they give back to you, hopefully, with an offer you're giving out. So, let's say you offer them with the weight loss, you've given them this 50-page guide. How about this exclusive, I don't want to get into another recipe book, but how about, hey, sign up for this $100 video boot camp and have it tied to your niche. So let me rephrase this. So let's say you have an email list. You're giving weight loss advice in emails number 1, number 2, number 3. Let's just say, and I'm not saying this is exactly how you should structure email format for your email listings, but for your email marketing. But let's say on email 4, hey, I've given you this great information on weight loss. If you really, really want to get serious about it, just check out this video bootcamp. It's only $97. It's got the best information on all the exercises you need to lose weight. Sign up now. So hopefully some of those customers who you've emailed will sign up. They pay the $100 and you get a kickback. You get an affiliate commission from that video bootcamp they purchased. And that can be pretty lucrative. So if you think about it, let's say it's a $97 bootcamp. Let's say you get $30 back. You get a $30 commission for every purchase. If you can get 10 customers to purchase that bootcamp, that's $300. And in the scheme of your business for Amazon, especially if you're a publisher that's only making $1,000 per month to start out, another $300 is 33% added onto your income. So that's where it can play substantial into your earnings with Amazon starting out. So that's great. Now, I've given you examples of like this video bootcamp product to promote, but where the hell do you find affiliate products for your back-end funnel? Fortunately, I have been in affiliate marketing for over 10 years. Yes, over 10 years. Yeah, I've never mentioned this before, but I have been in this space quite some time, which is why it was relatively easy and fast for me to ramp up on Amazon. But you can find affiliate products on ClickBank. I personally use CJ Affiliate. I used to know them as Commission Junction. Commission Junction was once the most popular affiliate product program in the world in the mid-2000s. There's also JVZoo, which is great for video programs you want to promote. Likewise, there's affiliate programs directly hosted by companies. So let's just use this weight loss example again. If you want to promote supplements, you can go to a site like bodybuilding.com where they have an affiliate program you can sign up for to promote their supplements. And if you're able to sell, fat burners or protein powders from their site, linked to from either your book or better yet from your email list, you get an affiliate commission from that as well. And last, there's literally thousands of affiliate programs out there for virtually any niche you're looking to publish for. Well, anything that makes logical sense to have a back-end offer for. So whether it's supplements, whether it's like industrial, like HVAC, let's say PC, if you have something related to electronics, think of something that's relevant and something intelligent that can be made an affiliate offer for. And there's got to be something out there that's going to be tied to a back-end offer you can promote. And if you need help on that, contact me and I'll help you out too. Now, I know this presentation has gone over 20 minutes, and let's be honest, where have you seen information on self-publishing provided to you at what is considered to be, an expert level where we're talking about in different videos fairly higher level stuff than what you see on how to publish a book? How do I get started with audiobooks? Do I sign up on ACX? Like this is all information that no one's really covering, as it's beyond what beginners usually work with. But it's definitely information that's useful for newer publishers and also for intermediate level publishers who are looking to branch out with the sophistication of their business or with just being able to maximize earnings. So let's say you've had a good track record of publishing books. Now you want to be able to spice it up and build a brand, build an email list, and you have the commitment and eagerness to start that list and promote back-end offers. This is a great video, I think, on getting started with the information you need to make that happen. So if you want more expert level information on self-publishing, there's one place I implore you to check out, which is the Elite Keyword Mastermind. The Elite Keyword Mastermind is my program, my course, where I show you how to find profitable keywords in minutes, sometimes even seconds. I give you lessons on how to find profitable keywords in the most unconventional, never before seen ways you'll never see publicly on YouTube, my ways of finding keywords, along with lessons on how to build a brand, how to effectively look for keywords one by one on different topics, along with what other angles to publish books for, and what demographics usually work best for selling books. Likewise, I give you what is considered to be the best offer on the internet for self-publishing, where I give you keywords to publish for every single month in the course. So I handpick a few keywords every month that I deem to be mega successful, mega profitable, and I give them to you as part of the course. So if you're interested, link is below. Sign up, pay the membership fee, you get to join the course, and best yet, you get to also join my Facebook group, where we have anyone who's serious about publishing in the group, and you also get me as part of that. So reach out to me in the group, reach out to me one-on-one, let's work together. If you're serious about getting your publishing game on track to where you're making over $1,000 a month, to where you're making one day over $100 daily, maybe even $200 and more daily. If you want to make $10,000 a month, this is the place to be at. So again, the Elite Keyword Mastermind link is below if you're interested. Guys, I hope this was a useful presentation for you. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment. Otherwise, also let me know what other topics you'd like to have covered. I'd be more than happy to help you. Let's work together. Let's see what's holding you back from making $1,000 a month on Amazon, and I'm going to help you figure it out. Until then, so long and best of luck to you with your publishing.